Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing very, very well. So, I've been doing some journaling now, I've been doing some thinking, I've been doing some reflecting, and I wanted to share with you a couple of daily habits, a couple of things that I've been doing every single day for the past, well, since the beginning of this year, really, that had a very, very strong impact on my life, on every aspect of it, really, on my career, on my private life, on my relationships, on my friendships, on my productivity, on my focus, on my overall satisfaction, on my overall health. So I really wanted to share those with you. I wanted to hear your thoughts about it. I also wanted to ask you what are certain daily habits that you have been implementing that have had a very, very strong impact on your overall being, okay? So here are a couple that I wanted to talk to you about. Now, what I really want to point out is that no matter how small a certain action might seem to you, if you do it regularly, if you do it every single day, and if you're really all in with it, it comes down to creating a big result after all, right? Sometimes it takes a bit longer, sometimes it takes a bit shorter, but overall, it does result in a big outcome at the end of the day, right? So let's look into what are those for me. There is no really particular order, but I was just mentioning, or I am going to mention them as they come up for you, as I wrote them down here for you, okay? So one of the main things that really has had a huge impact on me is starting to waking up early. All right, so I started to wake up around 5 o'clock. I'm waking up at 5 out of 7 days per week. On Sundays, I decide to let myself sleep a bit longer, which is normally until 7 or 8, right? So not that much longer. On Saturday, I leave it for myself to be optional. So if I want to wake up at 5 or if I want to wake up a bit earlier or later, but otherwise, Monday to Friday, I am waking up at 5 o'clock. Now, I read a book so-called The 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma. You might know by now that I really love Robin Sharma, and I'm a very, very big fan of him, and he's really amazing. So if you haven't had a chance to do a bit of research on his work, I would definitely encourage you to do that. So he wrote that book where he is talking about different ways how we can elevate our lives, right, by implementing one of these daily habits, which is also waking up at 5 in the morning, right? And then he's talking about there is this formula which is called 20-20-20, which is essentially what do you want to do with the first hour after you wake up in the morning, okay? So what I'm doing and what he's also suggesting to do is first 20 minutes after you wake up, you do exercise. Then 20 minutes you do journaling. And then after that, for 20 minutes, you learn something new. Okay, so I have been implementing that for the past number of months, and that has had a huge impact on my overall day, right? Because it really allows me to first and foremost be alone, be with myself in the morning. And I believe that being alone, right, spending time in solitude is very, very, very important, right? Because you really kind of get to know yourself on a deeper level. You spend time with yourself, with your thoughts, with your emotions and so on, and you really can go deeper on those, right? So you really dig deeper and you kind of learn how to be good with yourself, right? Like you learn how good it is to be alone as well. You understand how needed that is, right? Because when you do spend this quality time with yourself, then you can also spend a really good quality time with other people around you, okay? So this is something that has had a very, very, very big impact on me. And you might be wondering, oh, you're waking so early, so then you must be tired by early in the afternoon. I'm not, right? At the beginning, I might have been, right? Because obviously it takes some time to adjust yourself to it. But overall, it's been really, really amazing. I do go to bed also early, right? So normally you will see me going to sleep between 10 and 11 p.m., sometimes even before 10. But I'm doing that because I want to do it, right? Because I'm so excited about my morning. I love this time in the morning for myself. I really like to, sit down, do some thinking, prepare myself for the day, have my coffee, have my cookies, right? And then really go into the day. So I'm really excited about that morning. Morning is really the for me, I just love it. It's the best part of the day. It's, everything is waking up, you're waking up, you're full of energy, you're full of strength and passion, and I just really love it. Okay, so this is something you can consider. So then another thing that I've been implementing, which is very, very good, and that is reading every day. Okay, so I have been reading every single day again for the past a lot of months. Like I love reading. I have always loved reading, but I was not very consistent with it, right? Whereas now I'm really consistent with it, and that has helped me to expand my views, to gain new learnings, of course, to have this quiet recharging time for myself. It has also helped me to, of course, gain new learnings that I can share with my clients, share with my family, share with my friends, right? So it has really had a very strong impact. Now, normally books that I'm reading are either psychology related or self-development related, productivity related, right? Because this is my craft and this is what I want to really become always better in. But it doesn't have to be that for you, right? It can be any other kind of book, but a book that you are reading to learn something new, right? That it's really contributing to your growth and development. And also reading really helps us to boost our creativity and really expand our boundaries, so to say, of imagination and what your mind can really come up with. Okay, so this is a second thing that I would like to share with you. The next thing that I wrote down here is that I'm really doing my best to focus on one thing, okay? And that's what I really always also kind of teach you here in the group. And this is also what I coach my clients on, right? You want to focus on one thing and then the other one and then the other one, right? The best way kind of to do nothing is to try to do it all at once, right? There is no way you will be able to give the best of yourself and a certain quality to what you're doing if you're trying to spread yourself too thin. Okay, so really think about, and this is why I'm also emphasizing on downloading the weekly worksheet, weekly goal setting worksheet, because inside you will see that when planning for your weeks, focus on 3 big goals professional wise, and 3 big goals private wise, and then think about what you can do next week and week after and week after, right? Because when we kind of try to do all at once, what happens is that you get overwhelmed, your brain just cannot cope with it, and then from trying to be all over the place, trying to do all at once, you end up being like, well, actually, what did I even do this week? Okay, so you want to really focus, you want to be laser focused on just a couple of things, ideally one thing, then you move to the next one, then to the next one, and so on and so on. It's going to help you also to obviously keep track of your progress, which is also very important, right? Because you want to prove to yourself, like, yes, I did it. I kind of ticked it off of my list. Now I can move on. That's very empowering, right? It's very empowering to be able to look back and see like, wow, I achieved a lot. All right. Let me see, what else did I note down here? Yeah, writing, right? Like journaling as a part of my morning routine is a very, 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 very powerful practice you can do. You can do some gratitude journaling, right? So what is that you're thankful for in your life, from a very small, maybe basic thing to really big things in your life. That's very, very powerful because it helps you to focus on positive things in your life rather than thinking what's negative, right? We want to focus on positive and make more out of it, right? But also journaling in general. For example, a great way to start is think about what are 3 awesome things that happened yesterday. Think about maybe 3 things that didn't go as well as you expected, but then you can improve them tomorrow, right? So this is a great way to start, to again understand a bit more about yourself, to learn about yourself on a deeper level, and essentially also to get out of your own head. Okay, because when we verbalize things, when we put them out on the paper, we kind of distance ourselves from them, right? And that helps us to get a new perspective, to get new ideas. Because, like I'm sure you had it before when there was some challenge you were facing and it felt so huge for you. And then maybe you talked it through with someone or you wrote it down and you were like, well, actually, that's not that bad anyway, right? Like, I can easily handle that. And this is what journaling or writing is going to help you out. It's also going to help you out to boost your creativity, again, to come up with new ideas, to challenge yourself, to dig deeper. You want to be asking your questions, right? For example, what makes me say that? Or what makes me think that? Or why am I kind of behaving like this? Or what am I learning from this that I'm writing down? So you, again, want to really always dig deeper to really understand kind of the source of what is going on, okay? Let me think about this. Okay, yes, another thing that I have here, which I've always really been putting as a priority for myself that sleep, you want to really make sure not to neglect on your sleep. You need to make sure that you're getting good quality sleep. There is tons of research on sleep and the importance of sleep for us. So really make sure to get a good night quality sleep for yourself on a regular basis, right? Our brains really need that. Our whole body needs it, right? But our brains need it to kind of recharge and to kind of put all the information that we're collecting throughout the day in a proper sense for us, so that we really kind of store that information that we're collecting throughout days in our long-term memory. All right. And I think these are the biggest ones that actually come up for me. Maybe another one that really is helpful for me, that is having my to-do list. I like to use the tool called Notion. You can download it on your PCs, or you can download it on your phone as well. It's a great tool that you can kind of tailor to your needs. And there is an option inside of that app that is called to-do list. So you literally get that small kind of square next to the task, and then you can tick them off, and that feels really good. I really like to use that. So that's also something that helps me. So for example, on Saturday or on Sunday, depending on my schedule, I will sit down, I will make a plan for the following week. I will also create my to-do list. So then when I'm on Monday, I can immediately go there, see what is my goal for the day, and then I have my to-do list, and I literally go one by one and then tick them off of that list. Okay. So yeah, these are the kind of the biggest ones that come up for me now at this point. Please let me know what you think about them. Let me know if this was helpful. Let me know if you have any other, I'm sure you have any other. So let me know what other habits do you do on a regular basis that have had a huge impact on your life overall. I would really be happy to learn about those. And otherwise, I wish you a great rest of the day, and I look forward to speaking with you soon again. Bye.